Good morning, everyone. It's my pleasure to welcome you all. Thank you for accepting my email invitation for the kickoff meeting of HTC One M11, and I'm sure everyone is really excited to see the new advancements this year and how we're going to plan and implement the same. So, without wasting much time, let's get started. So, we're going to have a high-level discussion in this kickoff meeting. At first, I would like the team members to actually briefly introduce themselves and their roles in this project. We shall then move on to the project background, discussing the various features of the release and the scope, where the vision of the project and the drivers of a success over the years, and the project deadlines, how we're going to implement the same this year. And also we have discussed if we have any questions later on in this meeting. So since this is a huge release we do every year, we have Chair Wang, the CEO of our organization. And it's my privilege to introduce her. And she's been leading our way to success. And she's very much interested in knowing the advancements this release. And we have Vice President of Product Development, Mary Dome. She has stated the vision of the project, and she will ensure that we are aligned to the vision at every stage in the project. Within the technical team, I have Mingjun Zia, the lead programmer. She would be responsible for all the programming interfaces that is going on with the app development and the wireless technology that actually is going to be the huge driver for this release. Along with that, we have the lead developer Shu Chen, and we have the designer Ting Wei, who's working really hard to make our phones slim and at the same time accommodate all these additional features. Believe me, of course, when you add more features to the phone, the bulkier it becomes, and the designer's role is very much going to drive our customer acquisition program. So we have the subject matter expert, the mobile technology specialist Sing Hung. Also, we have the QA analyst Xia Wei within the development team. So next we go on to the testing team, where led by Sang Han, the lead QA mobile tester, and we have the software test engineer Yan Ting. We have the mobile application tester Quan Lin. Going on to the project background, thank you for all introducing yourselves to the team. So let us see what we have in this release. This year of course is going to be a huge success for us, considering the technological features that we have in place. I'm very much proud to say M11 will be the first phone of its generation to have wireless charging. This is something which is talked about, but no one has implemented it yet. It has a lot of advantages as a customer. It's an eye-catching technological feature, and for modern day usage of phones, the way the phone is getting used, we definitely need better charging facilities, and this is going to be a huge driving factor for release. So next we have the wireless pods with noise cancellation. Of course, this has already been developed by our competitors, but they don't have the noise cancellation feature inbuilt, and this is going to make our pods the best out of the lot. One of the biggest success last year in the release of M10 was the optical image stabilization within the HTC camera, but one point that was mainly talked about was the resolution being reduced. So we are about to increase the camera quality along with the optical image stabilization in the release. Last year we had given 5 megapixel front camera and 12 megapixel back camera. We have increased a little bit, and at the same time we have make sure that the optical image stabilization is inbuilt. So in addition to all these features, we should still make the phone sleeker in design. Otherwise, we will be having a lot of issues with the phones being so not being sold out. So that is something which we have been working really hard. So within our last release, there was some of who felt the phone was really heavy compared to our competitors. We must make sure that the design is still sleek, and we are bringing in the lightest materials onto the phone this year to reduce it to 150 grams. Last year it was 164, and I think that's better. Going on to the project background, we have the HTC updates that we regularly do, that they're developing new HTC applications that compete with Android and the iOS applications. So this time we are proudly announcing HTC Maps, Task Manager, and Health Monitor. These compete directly to their counterparts in Android and iOS. And we are also be promoting this thing along with the phone, so that we have more customers being attracted towards HTC phone. Of course, we are going to do some bug fixes every year, and this is something which is always been done every release based on the feedback that we receive from the customer every year. The project scope, we have always had this thing in our mind that introducing new technology has always been the driving factor for all the customers, mainly because of the modern day technology world, where we have more interest in finding the shortcuts in our in the phones, and that is going to be a really great thing to have. So continuing to retain the HTC customers with the state-of-art technology and design has always been something that HTC owned to be. And we also have to develop new HTC applications to drive more consumers, because not just a phone, but even the applications of HTC should be considered as a driving factor for our customer acquisition. Moving on to the project deadlines, we have 3 phases. One, to implement the design. We have the 3-month interface starting from October. We want to make sure that the design of the phone is being done. We have to have the weekly updates and regular. We'll follow, of course, there's some process that has been followed all the while, and the transparency within the team will be shown, and then we should be having sprint retrospective and make sure that the design is actually accepted by the stakeholders. And we'll then move on to the phase 2, where we have the wireless technology inbuilt. After the implementation of design should also accommodate this wireless technology. The materials that are used for this are really sleek, but still there should be some kind of coordination between the team that works with the wireless technology and the design team, and there should be weekly updates going on. The sprint retrospective should give us enough developments, and we should be able to finish by March 2017. Also, we have the HTC application development that is to be done by the end of May 2017, so that we should be ready in releasing the phone by the end of the year. I think that should be our goal for this year. And if you have any questions, feel free to shoot. Thank you.